there is a popular stuff they keep saying. There's a popular statement all the pre-trib teachers are saying, that when Jesus comes, or when they are gone, that is where Israel is going to return, the remnant. Remember, the word is remnant. That is where the remnants are going to return to Israel. Remnant. If you look at all the end time prophetic statement, it's remnant. The remnant will return. When the remnants come, that's all God is looking. So they say that when the rapture happens, that is when the remnant will go back. This is part of the biggest doctrine of pre-trib. Biggest doctrine of pre-trib. But you, all of you, many of you, not all, because not everybody listened to me from last year and 2 years ago. Some of you will bear me witness that from last year, actually in my church family, I told them in December, the end of December, and then I began to talk about it January, February. I was talking about it throughout the year in 2020, that I said to you that the angel of the Lord appeared to me, came to me. There were two. One began to talk, and then I wanted to speak to the one who was sent, like who also was with him, and he appeared, and he said to me that the Lord your God, that was his words, the Lord your God is about to fulfill a prophecy in this scripture. I've shared with you all the details. Okay, and the angel was even kind enough to pick my Bible and show me where he was talking from in the Bible. He knew that I was just looking at him, because I was looking at this spirit. I could see through his body. So I'm looking through him like that. So I was amazed and wondering, this angel is different. And he saw that I was not paying attention. So he took my Bible and he sat beside me and opened scripture to me. The paper was flipping like very fast. And he opened there and showed it to me and said, the year ahead of you, this is what the Lord is about to fulfill. So I came to publish it. When I published it, that this is what the angel of the Lord has said to me, I found a man, a gracious man, a servant of God, who also came on this platform and called me false prophet, accused me that all the fathers have said I am teaching wrong, that the remnant Israel will not return to Israel. There is not going to be any return of any Israel to the people of the Jews until the rapture of the church. That was his statement. Many of you, some of you were on here when this guy, some of you were trying to even correct him, show him online, like it became argument. Some of you wanted to correct him. This guy says, I am teaching something contrary to what the fathers of faith have said. That was his word. I'm false. He did not end there. He went onto his own Facebook and he wrote, I'm a false prophet, false teacher, like he spoke a lot. The reason I realized that this guy was friends with me, I didn't even know he was a friend on Facebook. So when he posted that, I had a notification and I clicked on it, said, who is this guy? And then I realized I read part of it. I couldn't read it all because it was an essay. He put my picture there, put the name of our church family, and like he insulted me from head to toe. I didn't read it all. I just read about 5 lines and it was enough for me. I received a medicine. It was like an insult, a high level insult. That was enough medicine for me. So I closed it. That was a pastor. I closed it. Now, if I was a false prophet, and if I was a false teacher, and if what I was telling you was wrong, all of us have witnessed the word the Lord spoke to me through the angel from last year. Good, I said it before it took place. I don't have any connection with Netanyahu. Neither do I have any connection with Trump to open any borders. I had no knowledge. None of us had any knowledge. But the angel spoke to me and he told me to say, and I told the people of God, and 2020, even up to 2021, we are seeing the remnant of the Jews, Israelites. Some of them are from different tribes. They are returning to the land. There is videos about these things everywhere. They are going back. They are going back. So now the man of God who came on this platform and insulted me and called me false prophet, false teacher, liar, called me names, charlatan. Listen, this guy insulted me high level. He insulted, he insulted my head to toe. Now, I'm sure that he's in his house and he's seen all this news of Trump, when Trump signed the agreement, and all these people were coming from the Arab nations, and they were coming. Perhaps if God brought it to his mind, he would have said, this guy said something truthful, but I insulted him for no reason. I published him on my page, insulted him. So he and I, who is a liar? What the angel said to me, it did not happen 3 years. He told me the coming year. So I said it as he told me. The coming year. This is what the Lord is going to do. It has happened. It is actually happening. So if you tell me that after the rapture, the Lord is going to bring remnants from all the nations of the world to Israel, so that some 2 witnesses and some leftover Christians will teach them or something, I don't even understand. They will go and win them. Now, you have not raptured anyway. You and I, we are still on earth. You and I, we are still on earth. No rapture has happened. Yet, we are seeing Israel going back, returning to their land. From Arab nations, from America, from different parts, they are all returning. The remnant, the word is remnant, they are returning. Now, shouldn't we go to our pre-trib teachers and ask them, please, you said that it is when the church is raptured, that's when all this will be happening in all nations of the world like this, in this magnitude. But why is it happening here now? Why is it happening now? We should go and ask them. You should not be afraid, because they said it, so we want to understand it. So why haven't we gone to ask them? No, you cannot ask an elder a question. Let it go. So we have let that one go. And we are still holding on to. Interestingly, some of the teachers are still talking about. I was listening to these American preachers. Just listening to them. They were preaching, so I was listening. And they are still convinced. They are saying the same thing. When we are raptured, that is where Israel will return home. That's where Israel will return. And then the Lord will save them. He will come and the Antichrist will be making war with them and will save them. And I'm like, you are in 2021. Going 2022. Haven't you seen any headline of these people returning? Like, why are we in so much denial? Like, we need to be honest. We need to be people, truthful. We are servants of God. We are pastors. We are servants. Let your yes be yes. We cannot continue to deny evidence before us. When Jesus is working and doing something, why don't we acknowledge that Jesus is the one doing these things and we are wrong? Why? You see, I am just trying to share with you something that is so evident and some inconsistencies in our utterances and the things that we have taught. That's it. How can we grow if we don't gain the accurate knowledge of Jesus Christ? We don't want to be like sheep without shepherds. We are headless, walking aimlessly, going left and right. That is why we are being tossed about to and fro by every wind of doctrine, because we ourselves, we don't know what is written. Tell me, if I'm a false prophet, I did not say that it will happen in 10 years. I said explicitly that this year, actually from December 2019, when I received that, I told our church family that the coming year, I told them the month that this will begin. And right away, somehow, somewhere, they are signing deals with Arab nations, and all of them are coming. This is the doing of God. Why can't we humble ourselves and say, oh, we were wrong? So maybe we have to revisit this doctrine again, that when we are raptured, that's when Israel will be saved. Let's revisit, study again. But still, all the pastors from the top to the highest, you have PhD pastors, theologians who are pastors talking about Israel will return. But can't we see it is happening?